G'day and welcome to Aussie Vision. It's Kyriakos here. Today we have a very special guest all the way from Sweden. She's competing in Melodifestivalen and she has made it to the semi-final where she'll be fighting for a spot in the big final of Melfest with a shot to go to Eurovision. It's Kiana. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you're competing at Melfest this year with the song Where Did You Go? And I have to say, it's a smashing track, and your performance last weekend, so uplifting, and you bring so much joy on the stage, and loved your choreography.
Oh, thank you so much.
How did it feel performing Where Did You Go last weekend?
It was it was so amazing. It's such a crazy feeling. Like standing in an arena and then just like kind of hearing people like scream and shout and clapping along. It's crazy. It's wonderful.
Well, now in the running order for the semi-final, you're ending the show, which I think is insane because I think you have the perfect show song to wrap up the semi-final. So how are preparations going for your semi-final? Can we expect any changes? What are you allowed to tell us?
I mean, I think honestly, I'm just gonna keep it how it's been and how it is, because I mean, I love the number, and I think I don't know. I think it would be kind of, I don't know. I feel like it would maybe ruin it a bit if we changed drastic things or whatever. But I'm just excited. I have a rehearsal today for the for the semifinal.
Now, well, last weekend was a big weekend for you. So you turned 16 on the day you performed in Heat 4, which that's crazy. So happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
How did it feel performing on your birthday at Melfest? And did you get a chance to celebrate?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was a celebration. So, I mean, it was a big birthday party. And then, I mean, after the Melf, like the actual Mello, we had like the big after party, and I mean, that was also just like an elevated big party celebration.
Oh, very nice. Well, let's talk about your entry. Where did you go? You're working with Jimmy Joker, Joanne Linnea, Deb, who wrote the song. They're big names in the Swedish and European music scene. What was it like working with them?
It was so fun. I mean, I remember when I met them the first time, and I just immediately felt like they wanted to like take me under their wing and just like lead me on the right path. And I mean, they really did. But they are so funny, but like so hardworking, and like it's just the whole like entire, if you like the studio session I had with them when we made the song, like the entire session is just like filled with joy and laughter and like just fun.
Now, I'm going to ask you a big question now. What would it mean to you if you won Melfest and you got to represent Sweden at Eurovision? What would that mean to you?
I mean, I haven't even thought that far ahead. It's such a crazy thought. But I mean, it would be amazing. Obviously, I mean, of course, I would. I don't even think I would ever be able to like understand that happening if that ever would happen. But it would be crazy, and I think I would just be so grateful and excited.
Now, I know you love to do theatre. As far as I know, I think you have like a jam-packed schedule because you're performing Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. So how are you juggling Mello and the theatre? How's that going?
I mean, it's going good. I mean, everything just managed to fall into place like perfectly. And I mean, I have school too, so I have three big things that I have to like juggle around. But I mean, it actually works, and I'm very happy that everything fell into place, because I mean, Dorothy is also just like a big part of theater in general. So I'm just happy that everything I can manage to work everything out.
Well, continuing on with theatre, is there a role in the future you love to see yourself act on stage, whether it be a play or musical? Is it one thing in particular that you really want to do?
Yeah, I think I think I would love to like sing Maria in West Side Story. I
Oh,
think
yeah, yeah.
that would be so amazing. I think she's been one of my dream roles since I was like, I don't know, 12, 13 maybe. Yeah.
Now, we found out that you're an Aussie, and it didn't take
I
long. Yeah, and it didn't take long for the news to make its way down under. So far we know that you were born in the beautiful city of Perth, and I
Yes.
believe your mother was raised in Australia. But yeah, you
Yes.
tell us a bit about your connection with Australia.
I mean, my granddad is actually my granddad and my auntie. They are here from Australia now,
Oh,
so they
right.
traveled all the way here to come and watch me. No, but I mean, I was born in Perth, and then we moved to Sweden when I was 2, I think. But I've always had like connection to Australia, and I mean, I think my mom really thought she wanted to make that important, that like Australia is our home, and like that I always have like I live in Sweden, but I mean Australia is always home for me too. And I think mom thought that was very important. Yeah.
Uh, do you visit Australia often? Like when was the last time
I
you were
mean,
here?
not really, because like it is so expensive to
And it's really
travel, because
really far away as well.
it's really far. Yeah, it's far away. But the last time I was in Australia was right before the pandemic.
Okay.
My auntie got married, so
Oh,
we went
nice.
there, and we were there for I think 3 weeks. And then it was like it was really like a month before everything shut down. So I mean, it would have been nice to stay in the heat.
Well, yeah, I was in Sweden like back in December. It was so
Yeah,
cold for an Aussie. It
I
was just like that's way too cold. So
know it is pretty cold, but I mean, we're all used to it. It's normal
yeah,
here, but
yeah.
I understand the drastic different changes.
Well, we're definitely claiming you as an Aussie, and the team wanted to ask you some Australian themed questions. So we're
Oh,
just going to ask you anyway and see your
go for
thoughts.
it.
So, what do you think of about Vegemite?
I think my mom introduced Vegemite to me when I was very little. So
Yeah.
I can eat it. I like it.
All right. How much do you put on your toast, though? That's the most important question. Like,
I put
like,
I
like,
put
like
like
Nutella or just a nice thin
no,
in the middle?
like I put a click of butter, and then I put like a small, like just hardly anything.
Yeah.
Very like just so you can see it.
Yeah.
Very faint like click of Vegemite.
Yeah. That's perfect. That's how I have it too. I can't
Yeah.
put a thick layer on. No,
No,
no.
I think my mom, she's a bit more crazy than me.
Which Aussie do you love? Sorry, which Aussie animal do you love more, the koala or the kangaroo?
I think koalas.
The koala.
I went to Adventure World when I was in Australia last
Oh,
time,
yep.
and I got to pet the koalas.
Did you get to hold it, or you just got to pat
I
them?
got to hold it. I have a
Oh,
picture when I'm
nice.
like cuddling it. It's very cute.
Now, I can actually hear a bit of Australian in your English because I was going to say,
Yeah.
like, give us your best Aussie accent, but is it something you can say with a typical Aussie accent?
I mean, actually, yesterday I had to do this for the Mello interview. I had to try and say my first line of the song in an Aussie accent, but it's a bit hard because I have like a continental accent. But I'm scared now. I think
Give it a
like
go. Give it a
so.
go.
Say the first line of my song now. I'll try. So many times I ask myself, I need to know, where did you go?
Perfect.
Is
Perfect.
that fine?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True Aussie. True Aussie.
Okay. Okay, I can breathe now.
Um, and we would love to know what is your favorite Australian Eurovision entry?
Oh my. Oh, that's a hard question. The one that almost won.
Dami Im. Yep.
Um,
Sound of
yeah,
Silence. Yep. Yep. Yep.
yeah. I think I really like her entry the most. Yeah.
Well, good luck in the semi-final. A lot of us Aussies will be watching you very closely and cheering you on. All the best, Kiana, and let's
Thank you
hope we
so
get to
much.
see you at Eurovision. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
See ya.
Bye.